y'all, I have the most fun snowman project to share with everybody. I made these to look like they're in vintage Tart tins, and I just think they turned out really, really cute. I loved a couple of years ago when I saw everyone doing the little Christmas scenes in the Tart tins, and of course I went to my antique stores and to my thrift stores, and I have not been able to run across any old Tart tins. And so I looked for a different way to be able to make this without purchasing the antique Tart tins. And these are made out of paper, y'all. And I can't wait to share these with y'all because I think they give you the look of the antique Tart tin on the front and the back. How much fun are these, y'all? Look at this. It really does look like the little antique baking tins. So I want to show you what I found that I used to make my scenes with. My Hobby Lobby sells back on the aisle where you find the baking supplies. They sell these fluted dessert cups. There's 24 for $3.99. They will put them on sale every couple of weeks for 40% off, so you can get them a little bit cheaper. This is a gold package. They also come in silver, and the silver are the ones we're going to work with today. So I want to show y'all. This is how they come, and they're just paper. So think of a very thick cupcake liner, but the inside is a pearly white and the back side is a shiny silver. So this is how they come, and you get 24. Now, you could certainly leave them like this and leave them the shiny silver. I wanted them to have more of the old antique look. Can you see the difference? Not quite as shiny, and then I painted the inside. So what I did, I used a little bit of acrylic paint by Deco Art. This is a gloss enamel metallic silver. Any silver paint, any metallic silver paint you have will work. And I painted the inside and the outside with some acrylic paint, silver paint. And as you can see, it has the effect of giving it that antique look, kind of more of that authentic tin look. And if you're not going to have, as you can see on these, most of the inside of mine is covered up. So I wasn't worried about the inside paint being perfect. But if you're going to have most of it showing, the inside white part, you know, will probably require maybe 2 coats of paint. But this is 1 coat of paint on each side. And you can see the difference. And I think it just, the paintbrush gives the streaks. It kind of gives you the authentic tin look. And that's what we're going to make. So let's start with a pot, one of the little fluted dessert cup tins. And so what I did was I took a small hole puncher and just pick, like, let's say here, and punch a hole. And then come across to the opposite side and punch a hole on the opposite side. Okay? Then you're going to take some pipe cleaner, whatever color pipe cleaner you love. I'm just going to use the silver. Put it in and just bend it over. Just make a little loop. Come across. Put it in this side, and trim down your pipe cleaner for whatever length you want it to be. So I'm going to say about there. Bend it over. You're going to want to take some scissors and just trim that extra. So that is going to give you your starting point. that's where we're going to start. You can see there's these two. Now, y'all, when I say, like, don't spend a lot of time painting these, like, seriously, don't, because you want them to have more of that aged, imperfect look. So just take your silver paint and give it a quick coat of paint on the inside and the outside. And the inside, the white will show through a little bit more than the back. But like I said, if you're going to cover most of it up, it does not have to be perfect. So just give it a quick coat of silver paint. Now, when I do these, y'all, I usually put the pipe cleaner hangers in after I paint. But I wanted to just show y'all the blank project and go from there. So just go all the way around. And paint them. Okay. Now I'm going to put this one over here to dry. And I'm going to paint the back side of this one to show you guys how well painting over the shiny silver with the metallic paint, how it just kind of dries and gives you that aged tin look. You see that, y'all? Y'all see how it goes from like looking like a shiny full to the aged Tart tin? Uh-oh, a little bit of my paintbrush is falling off. So you just go around and paint the back side. Silver. Just give you a good smooth bottom. Go around, get all the little crevices. All right, y'all. So that, we're going to stick these over here to dry. Let me stick my brush in some water. But I wanted to show y'all how easy it is to start with these paper cups and turn them into the Tart tin. So this is one that I painted earlier and left it to dry. And you can see it has one coat on the front and one coat on the back. And this is going to be the one that we work with. So I'm going to punch a hole. Just pick a pleat and punch a hole. And it doesn't matter if you want to go up high or down low with your hole. Just whichever pleat you decide to punch on, kind of find the opposite one on the other side to match. Uh-oh, y'all, I bumped my camera. I'm so sorry. So just punch your holes. Let me find a pipe cleaner. Let's see. I think for this one, y'all, I may make this one gold. Let me see what color. Actually, hold on. Let me grab a silver one off my other desk so we can have all of these silver. So we're going to make this one silver also. And I'm going to stack these up and move this little guy over so you can see. So you're going to take your pipe cleaner, you're going to put it through, just bend it, just like you're making a little hook on the end. Bring it through to the other side. And just decide how long you want your hook hanger to be. And just bend it. Take your scissors. Trim that off. Y'all, we have the start to our, I'm going to call them the faux Tart tins. Right? So this is our starting point. Now, y'all know, if y'all watched any of my other videos, that I love this faux snow from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to show y'all the package that it comes in. This is what I buy. It is curly snow, and it's $4.99, but again, you can get it half off. And it's a small bag, but y'all, this lasts forever. I have been using the snow out of the Ziploc bag for all the projects I've done, and it never seems to go down. So you're going to take some of this snow, pull it off, and just decide how much you want in your tin cup. Whether you want it really fluffy or just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to use about that much. Now, I'm going to use Eileen's tacky glue. You can always use hot glue or whatever your favorite glue is. But just take your snow back out. Put some tacky glue in the bottom. Kind of go around the sides. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're just wanting enough of it to stick to hold it in there. And then take your snow and just press it in. And I know y'all have heard me say this in my other videos about working with the snow, but there's absolutely no wrong way. You cannot mess it up because it's just so fluffy, and you can poof it out and then push it back in until you get it to be the shape that you want. All right, y'all. So that gives us our base for our ornament. Now at this point, I'm going to make it with these snowmen, but you could use, like I said, anything you wanted. Let your imagination or whatever your favorite Christmas element is. But I used a snowman set, and I want to show y'all the snowman set that I used. It is this set from Hero Arts. I think it was a collaboration between Hero Arts and Sizzix, actually. So I want to show y'all. It's set 658278, and it's a Sizzix Hero Arts. It came with stamps and the dies. So these were the little snowman stamps that came with it. I did not use any of the stamps for this project. I just used the dies. So these are the dies that it comes with. Let me show y'all. I only used the snowman body himself and the hat. That's all I used. And if you don't have a snowman die, as y'all can see, this would be a simple one to cut out. This would not be hard to replicate if you don't have a die. But those are the two pieces that I used to make this. I love the Peachy stamp faces. So for his face, I used this one from the Peachy stamps. This is PK 3000, Jill's favorite stamp set. And I used this one. It's this guy right here, because I just love the eyelashes and the sweet expression on the snowman. So I want to show y'all. This is what it looks like when you die cut it out. And then I used the Peachy face. Now y'all, I used watercolor paper for this just because I wanted it to have a pretty substantial weight to it. But you could use a heavy cardstock, but I did stamp this on watercolor paper and ran it through. Sorry, I didn't stamp it. I ran it through the die cut first, and then I stamped the Peachy face on it. And so these are some of the little snowmen. I love these faces also because I am not fabulous at doing eyes. So I love just doing the colored eyelashes and not having to worry about painting detailed eyes. But I used these pens, which y'all know I love, for the orange for the noses. And then I used the black to do a little bit of darker eyelash look on her. And the Peachy Keen face is stamped in the Distress Ink Vintage Photo. And so that's the brown that you see that he's stamped in. Now, I did want to share this because this is my favorite way to give a little rosy cheek. I love to do the watercolor for cheeks. So my favorite cheek color, there is a Tombow watercolor marker. It is 761, and I think it makes a perfect little cheek color. So I want to show y'all. Let me grab a watercolor brush. So you just put some on a little palette. Get a little bit of water on a brush. Y'all, and I'm so sorry, I just bumped my camera again. And pick up a little bit of the marker. And let's see. I am going to just go in, and you can see how faint it gives it. It's just this perfect little blush color. It's just enough color without being overwhelming. And that's the pink I used. And then I just used another darker pink, just regular Copic marker for the tongue of the snowman. So that's the face. So this one is not very detailed. It's not a complicated project that you'll spend a lot of time trying to color. So this is where we started. Then I used, show y'all, I glittered them. And I want to show y'all two different things, because at first I couldn't decide whether I wanted to go around with the vintage photo and edge it. So I wanted to show y'all one where I didn't and one where I did. And I decided I liked the look of going around the edge with the vintage photo. So I distressed the outside of it just a little with a little bit of vintage photo. And then I used the Ranger Distress Rock Candy Glitter, which I've talked about this in my other videos. It is a crystal clear glitter. You don't pick up any extra Prismacolors on it. So to me, it makes the perfect snow glitter. So I brushed a little bit of Mod Podge on the snowman and then just covered it in the glitter and let it dry. So that's our snowman. And then this is the fun part to me, y'all. I went through all of my paper pads and just pulled out pages of any paper that I thought would make a cute little hat. And I cut a bunch of hats out with this die. Now, if you, like I said, if you do not have a snowman die, this is one you can easily replicate by just making your own pattern. But I just cut a ton of hat patterns out, and you can see how fun they are. Just everything was so cute. I really couldn't decide which ones to use, but I cut a bunch out. And just pick whichever one you love. Let's see what I want to do. I think let's put, what do you guys think? Do I have one of these? Or the pink stripe? They're all so cute. It just made me want to keep making snowmen. I think I'm going to use this little one. Or maybe the red. I can't decide. Those are my two favorite. Let's go with the red gingham. That's going to be the hat. Move this out of the way. Now, after I cut this out, I did distress it with some of the vintage photo also. And I did not want the hat set straight up. as you can see on all these, I kind of tilted the hat at a little bit of an angle. I kind of thought it made him look a little saucier, a little more fun. So just put a little bit of glue on the back. And because I wanted this to be finished on both sides, I did cut a pair out for each one. Let me show y'all. Because I just wanted it to look more like it was three-dimensional. So let me find the other red one. So I had cut 2 for each pattern. And you're just going to glue that on the back. So it gives him that 360-degree sort of dimensional look. Just kind of make sure you line it up. Put up any of the glue. Right, y'all? So that's the snowman. Now, the stamp set did come with a die for the scarf, but I wanted it to be a little more three-dimensional. So I used little torn pieces of flannel for my scarves on all of them. You don't have to. You could color it on there or you can make it out of paper, but I wanted it to have a little bit more texture to it. So let's see what color scarf. We could do a green. The red. I think let's make a red one, y'all, to match the hat. So y'all know I love taking flannel and tearing it. So I want to show you guys. Just gonna cut. Get this open. And I'm going to cut a little strip. Just get a little bit started and then just tear it. And y'all, the great thing about this is when you tear it, it gives you that little fringe look like you would really have with a winter scarf. So I think that makes it even more perfect. Let me trim a little bit off. So y'all see that? How cute is that going to be? So let's see. I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that red matches? Let's try this with maybe the green. Maybe we need a little bit of contrast. Let's do a green one too and see which one we like the most. Let's see, y'all. I'm going to cut it. Just a little strip, and this is the factory side, so okay, y'all, I think I like the green better, so we're gonna go with a green one. So I'm gonna do one more, y'all, so it's a little bit thinner. Just get a little bit started and then tear your flannel. Right? Kind of flatten it back out. All right, now you're gonna take it, wrap it around your little saucy snowman. And you can tie it or you can loop it. Just do it so that it looks like how you want it to look for his little scarf. I'll take some scissors and trim it. Let's see. Let's trim this up just a little. And y'all, it's completely okay if your flannel frays a little bit. I actually think it kind of gives it a little bit more of that, I don't know, kind of old Christmas look. So trim any little extra pieces off of strings that you have on there. Just trim these off. So this is his scarf. Y'all, I'm going to put just a dot of Eileen's glue under this. Let's see, y'all, if I can get some to come out. I usually keep my bottle upside down, but I just set it upright, so it's being a little difficult. Hold on, y'all. This cannot be this hard. Y'all know how cantankerous Eileen's glue can be. All right, let's see. Let me squeeze a little bit out. All right. Let me find my cap. Okay, let's stick that over there so it'll stay upside down. All right, so I squeezed a little bit of Eileen's glue out, finally, and just kind of stick it under your scarf a little bit to kind of set it in place so it won't move. Maybe stick a little bit right there. Okay, so you have your scarf all set for the little guy. And I'm going to trim this string off. Let's see. Pull this little string up. Trim that off. Okay, y'all, so that's your snowman with his scarf and his hat. Then you're going to stick him on top of the snow. Now, I added little trees to him. You don't have to, but I just thought it added a little bit of fun dimension to him. So this is a package of trees that I found at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to twist this bottom off. Twist the little base off. I'm going to take and I'm going to bend the base around so it's not showing quite so much. The little stem. Okay. And just kind of decide where you want your tree to go before you glue. About right there. So let's see if the Eileen's glue is going to cooperate this time. So put a little bit of glue on the back of your tree and just press it into the snow. And then put some glue on your snowman. And press him onto your snow. And you can just kind of play with him until you get him set exactly where you want. So I'm going to kind of push him down a little bit and then pull the tree across the top of him. Now, I do want the hat to kind of be secured to the very top of the Tart tin. So I'm going to take a little bit of Eileen's glue and run it on the back side back here. So it's glued on. And if you're using a hot glue gun, you can certainly do this with a hot glue gun also. And let it set up. Y'all, how cute is that? These are so much fun and not hard. That's what I love about these. These are not projects that take a lot of time, but they're so cute. Okay, y'all. So the only other thing I added to these is you can see at the top, I put a little tag that says, in the meadow, we can build a snowman. I have an old wood mount stamp. I'm going to show it to you guys. It is this one right here. Let me see. Let me move this paint. It is one I've had for years, and I do not know the maker. There's no markings on it, but it's an old red rubber. And I just stamped it again in the Distress Ink Vintage Photo. For the tags, you can use any shape that you want. I used the Sizzix Tim Holtz. I'm not sure what number this is, the 662694, and I used the smallest die square in this one. I'll show you guys, because it had a little bit of the tattered look to it. So I used the smallest one, which is this one, and I cut it out with just some brown craft cardstock. Slide these back in the envelope, y'all. Let's see where my stack of those little went. I had a whole stack of them to show you guys what they looked like cut out. I don't know where I've set them on my desk. Okay, so that, I think the craft desk gremlin got my little stack of brown cards, y'all, because I had a whole stack of them and now I don't see them. But I just used that Sizzix die to cut this rectangle out, and I distressed it with a little bit of the brown, used this stamp on it, in the meadow we can build a snowman, and then I used the white gel pen just to give it a little more highlight. I did a little dot on the 2 O's of white. Punch a hole in it, and put your tag right up at the top of your hanger. And y'all, these are truly so fun. I think these and the angels are one of my most favorite Christmas projects to make every year, because they turn out so cute. And look how cute that is hanging, y'all. It just makes the cutest little, you can put it on a gift bag, or you can just give it as an ornament gift yourself. But they really do have the look of the vintage Tart tins. And these are so much fun. Let's see. Let me show y'all this one. And you can do so many different colors with these. This one I put a little pink tree in. That's the other thing that I think is fun about making snowmen. You can just use all kinds of different colors for their hats and their scarves. And this one's pink, the little frayed scarf. And this one has the little striped hat. So y'all, these are all so much fun. This, I hope y'all enjoyed this one, and I hope y'all let your imaginations go wild with these, because I have had so much fun making different scenes using these, and I think they turn out so well, and they just give you that vintage Christmas ornament look. All right, y'all, that's what I wanted to share today. Have a good night.